So, and one more thing is that recently I was much, what you can say, trying to understand your scheduling and time management and all. So, can you give me some tips, like, how you're managing your time, because you're managing everything by yourself, right? So many
Yeah.
multiple activities, posting content in social media, and also you're, having some time to read yourself and to give time to clients. How are you managing your time? Like, some tips about time management.
Well, I think I'm faced with a lot of challenges in terms of time management, but I think whatever little I'll know, I would love to share it with you. So there are three things that come at the top of my head. Number one, time blocking. Like if I have to speak to a friend whose birthday is this week, or if I have to go to a relative's place, whatever I have to do in my life, I actually put it in my calendar. What happens when you put your things in a calendar, you make a commitment. You sort of make a commitment, and then when you make a commitment, you are much more likely to do that activity or task that you had set out for yourself. Instead of just thinking that you will do it, when you just pinpoint that exact time, place, date, and when you make it very, very specific, then you are bound to do it. Otherwise, our mind goes haywire. Which time, when, so you don't want to let your brain go haywire. So you want your brain to be very, very specific. And when you are very, very focused and specific, you can actually, you can't make excuses to your own self. So number one is, I think, time blocking. Second is, I think, always starting or prioritizing my most important task in the morning. See, it is not about time management as much as it is about energy management. What will you do with all the time in the world if you don't have the energy to do things that are on your bucket list, right? So having energy is so important. So schedule your most important things during the times when you have peak energy. Now, for me, I'm a morning person, so 5 a.m., 6 a.m. is amazing for me. So before my office and before my full-time job, I do everything in the morning. So that really helps me because I'm charged up, pumped up, I have the energy, I have the zest, and I just finish off the things. And the third thing that I follow is always taking small breaks. Because, Pomodoro technique, you can say that, you work for 40 minutes or 60 minutes, whatever your timing is, and then you take a 10-minute break. What that does is it actually resets your brain, or it actually refreshes your brain to work on the next task. So, you're refreshed. And I try, when I'm working with full focus. I use always full screen mode for my work. I'm not multitasking, because when you're multitasking, you are actually you're doing context switching. Context switching means that, you are jumping from one task to another. Now, what happens? Let's suppose you started with 100% focus. Now you switch to WhatsApp window. Now that focus went down to 80%. Now from WhatsApp, you went to email. Now that focus went to 60%. And then you opened some other thing, right? In your browser, let's suppose Canva. So now that focus went down to 40%, right?
Attention deviation.
Yeah, so it will keep on dropping. Your attention is very limited. So I always say that in the morning, when you're starting off your day, keep your attention very, very intact. Try to be as focused as possible, because as the days go by, you're going to not have the same kind of attention that you have in the morning or when you have the highest energy. So just, take breaks and work with full focus.